Thank you very much. I appreciate it. What up? How y'all doing? I appreciate you all for coming. Thank you, Principal Dockery, for that really kind introduction. As a kid from West Chatham, from the South Side, from literally like 3 blocks away from here, it's pretty serendipitous to be here today. Let's get straight into it. As you guys know, Friday I met with Governor Bruce Rauner to urge him to do his job and to honor his original commitment to provide $215 million to CPS so our kids can finish the year strong. Governor Rauner can use his executive power to give Chicago's children the resources they need to fulfill their God-given right to learn. The governor gave me a lot of vague answers in our meeting, and since has called me over the weekend. Our talks were unsuccessful. Governor Rauner still won't commit to giving Chicago's kids a chance without caveats or ultimatums. This time last year, state legislators and Governor Rauner reached an important compromise on behalf of the public schools and the students across the state. This commitment was made to bridge the gap between the wide disparity in Chicago's pension payments and those of every other school district. But Governor Rauner broke his promise to Chicago's children a few months ago as a result of an admitted emotional reaction when he vetoed the $215 million in funding that Chicago schools were counting on to close out the school year. The state of Illinois widened its unfair education funding even further this year, increasing funding for every teacher except in Chicago by $243 million and cutting funding for Chicago teachers by $215. Our kids should not be held hostage because of political positioning. If the governor does not act, CPS will be forced to end school 13 days early, which means over 380,000 kids will not have adult supervised activities in June and could possibly be put in harm's way. While I'm frustrated and disappointed in the governor's inaction, that will not stop me from continuing to do all I can to support Chicago's most valuable resource, its children. Today, I'm proud to announce that I am donating $1 million to CPS to support arts and enrichment programming. I'll hand it over. It's just a picture.
Hand it over?
Yeah. Here, you guys hold it. There we go. I am, yeah, tweet that out. I'm excited to share that this donation was made possible by my fans. Through ticket sales for my upcoming tour, and an unprecedented coordination from Live Nation and AEG and Ticketmaster, competing corporations, if you guys didn't know, we were able to band together. Also with independent promoters and venues across the country, to use funds from ticket sales to donate in the CPS. I'm honored to make this donation to Chicago Public Schools Foundation and help cultivate Chicago creative minds. I'm committed to helping Chicago's children have quality learning experiences that include the arts. As an artist and an after-school teacher, I know the arts are essential. They teach students invaluable lessons like practice makes perfect, that small differences can have large effects, and that collaboration leads to creativity. This check that I donated is a call to action. I'm challenging major companies and corporations in Chicago and all across the U.S. to donate and to take action. The CPS students have spoken recently at one of our open mics and would like corporations to invest in them as we've invested in their businesses. Let your businesses know that their help is needed, and we can all pull together to support the children of Chicago. You are able to donate and take action via the Social Works website at www.socialworksshy.com. socialworksshy.org/support CPS. And I'm also proud to announce that for every $100,000 raised, Social Works will donate $10,000 to a specific Chicago public high school or elementary school, starting with the $1 million that we just put up. So I'll be donating $10,000 to different Chicago public high schools and elementary schools. 10 of them, to be exact. Y'all know math. Starting with Westcott Elementary and their principal. Woo! Don't knock over the flags. There we go. Ms. Dockery, thank you so much.
Give it to this side.
Yeah. This 10K will go towards the funding of after-school programs and art enrichment programs at these schools. Illinois currently ranks dead last, 50th out of the 50 states when it comes to funding public education. With the stroke of the pen, the governor has the power to change that. And this isn't about politics. This isn't about posturing. This is about taking care of the kids. Everybody and their mama knows about what's going on in Chicago. It's constantly talked about, but we're about to enhance the conversation on supporting and funding the education of the kids in Chicago. As a private citizen, as a parent, and as a product of CPS, I'm asking that you guys join and fight with me, organize with me, mobilize with me for the interest of the children of Chicago. This is the very beginning. Thank you so much. Again, Principal Dockery, thank you all you guys for coming out today. I'm going to throw one more in. Governor Rauner, do your job. And I'm sorry that I left out pretty quickly the other day to any of the press folks that were there, so if you guys have any questions, I'm willing to answer right now.
Seen today that Governor Rauner did release a plan with two different options for the funding. What do you make of that?
Yeah, I did see that this morning. As you guys know, I'm not a politician. Governor Rauner is the chief executive of our state, and his responsibility is to make sure that the children have the resources that they need to have a quality education. Governor Rauner would like for the narrative of this conversation to be that our conversations were to help find a way to subsidize funding for CPS. That's not what I told y'all. That's not what's going on. I want them to fund CPS. It's not my job to propose any policy or be behind anything other than the kids.
Chad said his commitment for funding.
I'm sorry?
How long is your commitment for funding?
I don't know how long I'm going to be alive for sure. But yeah, it goes along with being from Chicago and being a product of CPS. I want to see the kids succeed.
Chance, do you have a message for any other?
We're doing the raising your hands thing. Yes, sir.
Chance. Good call. Do you happen to have any words for other celebrities beyond just the organizations out there and corporations who come from Chicago, as far as stepping up as well?
Yes. I've actually been in conversations all this weekend, and will continue to be in conversations with people of influence, corporations, and anybody that is willing to help bring light to the situation, and also commit to a change in Chicago. Yeah, I'm pretty. I actually got a text from an artist from the South Side, Common, this morning, and me and him have a phone call later today. So yes, but yeah, to anybody watching, to anybody that if I texted you and you ain't hit me back yet, I do need your help. Yeah.
Last question.
I'm streaming this on Facebook Live right now. Many people are.
We're doing the raise your hand thing. Kendra G.
Last question.
Chance the Rapper, you just won 3 Grammys. You could be anywhere in the world right now, but your passion for Chicago is so prevalent. So talk about that, because, you know, like I said, you just won 3 Grammys. You are the biggest rapper in the world at this moment, but you're in your hometown city. Most of you on vacation, doing whatever they do. So talk about why you're here in Chicago fighting this fight.
Well, mainly because this is what's right. And I want to say it would be cool if I could, you know, just dust it off and say I don't care about the Grammys, but the Grammys were what I needed, or kind of were what I traded in to have my first meeting with Governor Rauner, and so I'm appreciative of him being willing to take a meeting with me, and but yeah, it's what's right, and I think everybody knows that it's what's right to get behind these kids. So, yeah, I don't know. I wish I had a cooler answer than that, but it's what's right. I'll do one last question.
Thank you. So I'm streaming this live on Facebook right now, and so many people, kind of a reiteration of what my colleague asked over there, are saying this is incredible that this man is coming forward, making this effort, but not just that, you're giving back to your community, and you did not forget where you came from. So if you could just react to the people watching and who have said that.
Yeah. I mean, I thank every person in Chicago for building me into the person that I am, and I'm a public school kid, so I thank CPS. I know we're in our troubles right now, but we're about to get past it. I just ask that at every turn, from every level of involvement that you have, everyone has a voice and a hand in this, and when I call on you, I'm going to need your help, and I'm going to need you to respond. So, and that goes out to the highest level of people. That goes out to the organizers. That goes out to the parents, to the teachers. But yes, thank you for raising me up, for supporting me, and I'm gonna need a little bit more help to get this done. I appreciate you guys once more for coming out, for putting this out there, for accepting the challenge that I gave to the media to cover this, to all the national publications that came out here today. I want to thank you one more time. Thank you so much. Let's give a round of applause to Principal Dockery for hosting all of us on this day, and I will be able to come back to you later with answers on what corporations are supporting us in our fight for a better education for these kids. Thank you.
Wow, this was very surprising, very, very, very much needed and appreciated. I guess this is 10,000 reasons why I should answer my phone to an unknown number. Really, a million reasons, because I'm going to definitely say thank you, Chance, on behalf of my colleagues that will also be recipients, but most of all, first and foremost, our students. They deserve such quality education. This will support us, but again, this is nowhere near reaching our goals so that our students are able to compete across the country in terms of education. The Westcott 8th grade council was concerned on Friday about what does this mean for us as a school. How do we get funding? Can we fundraise? They had some really hard questions for me to sit in front of them and not really have the answers. So again, I urge you to please, support our schools, support our efforts, support our communities, our students. These beautiful faces up here, they deserve to have top-notch everything. And I am definitely a community member, and I've been at Westcott forever, and so I am championed to work hand in hand with Chance if he'll have me. I love to volunteer, so I'm all over the place. I'm on it because our students in Chicago Public Schools deserve the best. So thank you all for coming out in such a short notice. Monique Dockery. Monique, last name Dockery. And Westcott has a T, Westcott. Principal. Thank you.